Well, welcome back. We are here with Maddie, our newest staff member to Messiah that will be joining us in July. And so we are doing a series of videos, getting to know her better. And so this is part two. And so if you missed part one, we want to make sure that you log in and find it on our website and on Instagram so that you get to know her story on part one. So welcome, Maddie.
Thanks again, Andy.
We are glad to have you, and again, excited to have you come and join us in July. So the question that everybody has been wanting to know, all right?
All right.
What football team do you cheer for?
Well, kind of born into it, the Vikings. I don't really watch, but, it's the family team, so.
All right, I won't hold it against you, but, my Packers have beat the Vikings many more times than the Vikings have beat the Packers. Do you know that?
That's fair. I guess now, though, I am going to be a Rams fan because one of my friends plays for the Rams now, so he went to CSP.
That's right.
Yeah,
Super Bowl champ and all that good stuff. So,
yeah.
Well, as we think about sports, we think about changes of the season, and maybe someday the Vikings maybe will beat the Packers. I guess for you, my question is, how have you changed over the years in college?
Well, first of all, thankfully I have. It does get better, folks. Mostly I've seen a lot through experiences and relationships with people, just the maturity that happens. And I am so grateful for that, Andy. And I noticed, too, when I think back to my freshman year, I was pretty shy and I was pretty introverted, especially with making new friends on campus. I was kind of nervous to step into leadership roles, but CSP really pushed me, and my friend group, they really were supportive, and faculty and staff were awesome. And so, thankfully, I've grown in my leadership abilities and outgoingness and just all around being a more confident and mature person. So,
excellent. Well, thanks for sharing that personal stuff. And I suppose, from being a DC myself and from your training, you kind of almost have to be a little bit of an extrovert to visit with people and go and support kids in their events and stuff like that. So.
You definitely need to be social. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So speaking of social then, who's your favorite music artist?
It changes a lot. I would have to say the best person I've seen in concert, and this is not just because I'm a DCE, Lauren Daigle was amazing in concert, and she was just funny on stage too. Like, her whole charisma and presence was just awesome. So I thought she was great, and I love her music. So that was really fun.
Excellent. So was that during college that you saw her?
Actually, yeah, just this past year.
Excellent.
My family had gone.
Nice. So you famous greatest artist, Lauren Daigle, college memory with that, but do you have any other great college memories that as you graduate in May that you're going to take with you and look back and say, I'm glad I have this as a memory?
Shamelessly plugging CSP here. They do Homecoming amazing every fall, and there's a NOLApalooza event in the spring that the activities board puts on, which has food trucks and games and prizes. So that's always been a blast. But honestly, it just has to be the time I got with the friends that I made. Right off the bat, my freshman year, we had a pretty good group of friends. And my sophomore year, we actually all lived on the same floor in the dorm building. So just nights in the dorm together were probably my best memories.
Excellent. Yes, Concordia does throw some great activities for the alumni, which I am blessed to be a part of as well. Yeah. So we welcome you to that alumni committee as well, or group. So part of being a DCE is there's different things that you have to experience as part of your degree, I would say. So where did you do your internship at? And what's a memory or two, or what was something that you learned while you were on internship?
So I did my internship at a church called St. Paul's Lutheran in Malacca, Minnesota, which is about an hour north. And that was during COVID. So it was a really interesting experience, but a very beneficial one for me. Learned a lot about being flexible and how to adapt, which I definitely needed to learn. And one of the best memories I have I got to do a lot of work with shut-ins during that time. They had a few who had just been really struggling with the pandemic and were comfortable with me coming over there and spending time with them. And so I actually grew really close with one of the ladies. Her name is Darlene. So I still, because it's right on my way home, I'll go and visit her every now and then. And I was just really thankful for those relationships that were built during that time.
Well, it's kind of fun that you do get to see her again. And again, that's part of ministry. You will have relationships at all the different congregations and, again, be able to connect with them and just have that as building blocks for your ministry. So I'm sure you're counting the days to graduation. Maybe not, but if anybody who's been in school for 5 years, you probably would. So what are you looking most forward to upon graduation?
First, a break. I am ready to not do homework or worry about homework every single day. And then after that, I am just definitely ready to step in to my role here and transition to adult life, as terrible as it can be sometimes. I am just ready. Most of my friends have graduated and moved on, so this year was kind of just, okay, we got to get through it, get more experience, have those last memories, but it's kind of just a transition period, so yeah.
Excellent. So I guess my question is, are you a mountains person or an oceans person?
I'm an indecisive person first,
Oh.
so that's a hard pick for me. I love hiking. I don't really know what to do with the ocean sometimes. I like laying on a beach. Sometimes the ocean freaks me out. So I'll typically pick the mountains more. But I will never pass up either.
Well, I am a beach guy. I love the ocean, just laying there and doing nothing. So, but we are glad that you're going to be joining our staff in July. And thanks again for taking time to share a little bit about you so that we get to know you better. So,
Yeah, thanks, Andy.
see you guys.